How's everybody doing? I just finished downloading the images, so we'll get started here. But this stream is about, you submit your pictures and I edit them in Workspace, and we just have some fun chopping the pictures up and messing up the colors, right? Uh, also, I usually leave a link to a picture that you can edit one of mine, because it's always fun to see what you guys can do with my images, and I try to pick ones that have some hope, right? Like they are pictures that I never edited myself or was never able to successfully edit to get it the way I like it. But I thought it was a good picture otherwise. So, because I don't want to send you a crap picture that can't be edited, like some pictures, there's just no hope, right? I got thousands of those, but let's get an eye on what came in today. So we got 4, 9, plus 5, 14. We got 16 images this week. Plato says, I like my cannons, but I love my lollies. Yeah. Oh, you guys sent some beautiful images. Oh my God, look at these. I'm gonna chop them up though. You watch. Just because they're already kind of perfect, but if you want a different take on it, I can do that. All right, let's just start at the top here with Bob. Hey Agnes, how are you? Always good to see you. Um, okay, we got a castle or something, or a church with a clock and a flag and a cemetery and a scarecrow with a mask. What is this? Hope's All Saints North Cave. Ah, that's good detail. God, Bob, your images are always the sharpest. Um, just a quick look at the EXIF here. We got a EM1 Mark II with a 12 to 50. That's a 4/3 lens. F3.5 to, oh no, that's the 12 to 50. That's the regular Olympus lens, the older one, but F9, okay, good. At 15 millimeters, standard metering. And Bob uses razors. Okay, okay, I gotta get rid of the road. And this is really drawing the eye, right? That's the vicar's entry into the village scarecrow competition. Oh, okay. Uh, wow. I gotta fix a little bit on the. Okay, let's get into the editing. Let me scrunch up this side a little bit more. Let me fix the aspect ratio a little bit because it's crooked. I gotta straighten this castle. Um, it looks like we need just a slight tilt and a skew. Where are those things at? So let's widen it a little bit. I haven't figured out the difference between like this distortion and keystone comp. The controls are almost the same. Oh, I don't want to do that much. It's a church with a bell tower. Okay. Yeah, but I would have probably went landscape and zoomed in a little bit because you're all the way wide at 12 millimeters. Okay, that looks right. Now let's rotate it. Oh, that's not rotate. That's distortion. This is the rotate here. All right. A little bit too much here. I guess since I did the keystoning thing, I don't need this trapezoid thing anymore. All right. And okay, that looks good. Now, let's go landscape. Get rid of this road. Maybe the sidewalk too. Hey nature, how are you? Trying to get, let me see that. Oh, thank you, Dave. Appreciate that. Yeah, I've been getting up early the last 3 days. I had to do that 7 a.m. live stream, and then I did like this 7 a.m. photo walk, and then I just got up early this morning, like at 6 a.m. Now I'm like jet lagged. I don't know. That doesn't work either. Cropping out the flag is a treasonable offense. Um, yeah, I might have to go portrait again. I agree. Soft to be fun. This crop is not working at all. If I can center. Man, this cropping thing is taking up all the time here. Where's my 3x2? All right, that's good. Um, I have to end at 5:50 exactly today. So I'm gonna have to rush through. I shouldn't spend this much time on this. Meaning I shouldn't have spent so much time cropping, but where's my blue color? Here. The luminance. No. Let's go back. Monotone and red filter. I was working in Lightroom earlier. It doesn't have like these simple filters like Workspace. I have to work with the color tones. You don't like the vertical either? I don't know. I want to get all of this though. tiny bit of clarity. And let's pull the tone curve a little bit, and then we'll split tone it. A bit more. Okay. Think I'll end it here. Well, a little bit more in the shadows. Okay. Oh, a little bit of cloning maybe. Doubt it though. Workspace is like terrible at cloning. All right, there we go. Let's look at before and after here. Yeah, that's a lot better, I think. I mean, that road is just overbearing. It's half the picture. And then I just didn't see anything that would work with the rest of the church. Maybe a square crop, but then we'd lose the flag. I don't know why I lost so much flag, though. There's a lot of headroom here. Must have been because it was so crooked. Because I can't crop it any higher. That's weird. That's weird. There's so much headroom in the one. Thanks, Dave. All right, let's go to the next one. I think that worked out okay, though. I don't know why I lost so much. It must have been part of the skew and other stuff. So always when you shoot things that might be a little crooked, leave a lot of headroom around and then crop in. Thank you, Agnes. Wow. It's a beautiful ship. What's this in the corner? Is this a raw image? Okay, good. So I'm gonna do auto gradation first to bring up the shadows because I can't see nothing. And I gotta tilt it so at least the masts are straight, right? Okay, good. And then since everything's cut off, we'll just crop into the most interesting part. Yeah, the sky is awesome, isn't it? I kind of like it like this. Oh man, now look at the horizon though. It's crooked. What's wrong with this ship? Why is it sitting sideways? Is it sinking? This is, oh my God. Cause look, this is where the horizon is. Wow, okay, let's leave it like that. Cause I don't know what's worse, a crooked mast or a crooked horizon. Yeah, it's listing, right? Let's go to about here. Here. Try and hide as much of the crookedness as possible. Okay, that helps. And I see we got lots of blues and yellows, so red filter would brighten these up, brighten this up, but it would, no. It would darken this. Let me see what other filter I have here. I don't think red would work right. Not bad. It's keeping it. I think the colors are good too. What kind of lens are we using here? 12 to 60 f2.8. The heck is that with an EC14? This is an Olympus E5. Oh my god. This is man, this is an old camera. Who knew? Maybe just a simple. Oh, we don't have a lot of choices here. I'm gonna try this real quick. Hey, Flying Fish Photo, how are you? No, not a partial color blue. That would be weird, Randy. I'm gonna go black and white. I can't get the colors to work. So, how about a sepia? If Lauren were here, he'd be. Oh, Lauren's here. Is there a gentle sepia art filter on this? No. Oh, there is one here. Okay. Try gentle sepia. And then brighten it up. A little bit more. No. A little bit too contrasty. I might be able to pull this some shadows a little bit. But then I'm killing the contrast. So that's not going to work. So we'll just turn this off and stay monotone. Sepia makes the ship pink. All right, I'm gonna bring the blues back though, you'll see. So the sky, yeah, right in here. Okay, a little bit of clarity. And I'm done. All right, so there's before and after. I mean, I had to crop it because the ship is tilted, you know, so I'm trying to minimize that effect. But I like this over here. Let me think. Maybe let me rethink this crop for a second. Maybe just a little bit over more. Yeah. A little more contrast. Let me do it a different way. Let me do it with just the contrast slider. Where is it? Oh, it's grayed out. Okay. I can do it with clarity. All right, I think that's it. So yeah, that works better. That crop is better. This was a little bit too busy here on the right. So I think this works a little better. And now we're close enough that we can see the details of the ship. And the horizon is straight, so the mast doesn't look so crooked anymore. Like the ship is sinking. So basically we just kind of cropped away all the problems. Okay, good shot though. Beautiful ship. Not your cup of tea though, huh? Yeah, I'd like a little more contrast in this image, but I want to get to everyone's because I have to finish a little bit. I'm on a time limit today, actually. Let's see. 'Twas a good ship, Venus. By God, you should have seen the figurehead was a nude in the bed. Let's see. What's going on? Wow, look at this detail. Okay, let me look at the EXIF again. EM1 Mark III with a 300 f4. No wonder it's so sharp. Is this yours, Randy? Who is? Oh, Jeff. Jeff has got like the fantasy system too. Look, you got a little competition there, Randy. Okay. I'm not sure what's more interesting here. This tail, the head, because the water is not very interesting. So I'm going to crop the heck out of this. I just want his face and his one hand. Just like so, maybe a little tighter on the side. I mean, there's so much detail in the shot anyway. I think I can get away with this. White. See. A little less room on the top. You're funny, Levente. Okay. All right, we're good there. Let's do that. This all looks good. We're gonna have to warm it up here in a minute, but let me see if there's any color in here to be salvaged. Yes, that, and tiny bit of the haze. Muted is fine. Let me just look at natural. No, muted is better. Go muted. And auto here. Let's see, these tones are a little bit too dark, so bring up the shadows a tiny bit. And nope, can't change the colors if we've done muted, so I gotta warm it up this way. A little bit warmer. I want to make it feel more like just a little warmer, maybe a tiny bit of magenta. Oh, that's too much. Fine without the magenta. A tiny bit warmer, 6000 K. And a little bit of clarity. A bit more dehaze. And I think I'm done. Okay, so before and after. I think yeah, I mean the tail and or the feet are just, you know, not working for me. So I cropped it out. And of course we don't need any of that water. That's just background. But good detail. See, on a 300 f4, man, you can crop the heck out of it and get really good colors. And then I just wanted to make it a little warmer. I mean, the seal looks like he's freezing to death here. I mean, this could be like, you know, in North Antarctica or whatever. But now it looks like maybe it's off the coast of California, right? So that's kind of the feeling I wanted to go for. Because this image here, the settings that Jeff chose were like muted colors. And it was a little bit cool. So I just felt like, I don't know. Anyway, that's my edit there. Yeah, the tail was too dark. You know, it'd have been a mess to try to make that work in Workspace. But okay, Wolftick. Was that yours, Wolftick? Your image? Okay, let's see. Oh, wow, look at this plane. Spirit of St. Louis. That's cool. And this car. I love old cars. All right, this is another hack job here. We got to crop. I'm going to go square crop. And I'm just going to get the nose and the nose of each. Oh, thank you, nature. That's not quite right. Let's see. If we go nose to nose. That works better. Okay, I cut the windshield off a little, so let me get some of that back and some of the wheel. Maybe a tiny bit of that fender. I need, let's see that. Let me see that. So now we got a little bit of the wheel here because we got a little wheel here. You know, I'm just going for symmetry again, right? We have a nose here and a nose here. We need a little bit of tilt, maybe. Let me see. Tiny bit of tilt. That might help the windshield out too. Right about there. And I don't know if that's enough tire though. I might need a little bit more tire. Let me see if I can do that. Ah, that's too much. Because what's happening is the fender is getting too much attention. There, okay. Something's still not right though. Let me see if I can get all the fender in. God, I don't like this corner now. I like this crop right about here. What if I come in really tight? That's working better. I think it was too much tree. I don't like the fender now. Let me get the windshield back in. A little bit tighter. I need to get right there. Oh, this is rough. Everything is angled just wrong. All right, I'm going to work with this. We're going to have to, I didn't like this. This fender right here is just not blending with the image. But I can't get enough tire now. Go this way. All right, that's enough. Enough cropping. Let me work on the image now. I feel like let me just pop the colors and let me see what the colors look like. Or this one. That's okay. Let me work with this filter. A little bit more contrast in here and here. And oh, I got no adjust colors. What is this, a JPEG? No, it's just a EM10 or something probably. What are we shooting with? Oh, the EM1 Mark 1 with a 12 to 40 Pro. Okay. Let me warm it up a tiny bit, or make it cooler actually. So I'm trying to bring the blue back on the car a little bit. It got lost with that other art filter. This is going to be my worst edit ever. Gradation's fine, but let me try low key. Let's see. I really want to make this car more dramatic. Yeah, this A sign, yeah, that's true, Lauren. I think you're right. That does pull off some of the attention here. Okay. Let's grab from over here maybe. Okay. All right, I need to adjust the tone curve a tiny bit for this. A little bit more in the... what a wonky tone curve. But it's okay. I jacked it up with the dramatic tone filter anyway, so it's okay to get a wavy, weird tone curve. All right, I think that'll do it. Let's look at the before and after. Yeah, I mean, for me, the symmetry is off, right? We can see the whole car, but not the whole plane. So I decided to just crop it so I got some symmetry, nose and nose. Nose of the plane, nose of the car. And then I really wanted to make this car, the blue on it, I think is really amazing. It's a beautiful paint job. So I said, let's go crazy with it. And yeah, I jacked up the grass here a little bit with the tone curve, but it's okay. I think it kind of goes with the overall mood of this picture. So if we look at it by itself, I think it'll stand out stronger. But yeah. And I thought it was important to get one wheel here since we got one of the wheels here. Just, again, for that whole symmetry thing. Okay, nice. Nice image. Okay, let's move on. Oh, wow. What is this? Von Schwarzschild. Sony 7R Mark II with the 85 f1.8, ISO 1000 f2.5. 1/250th. God, Lauren's always got the best lines, the best one-liners. This is really nice. The only problem I have with it is this shine on the nose. This would be so easy to fix in Photoshop. I would fix that and I would be done. But given the image the way it is, I gotta get rid of that shine. But it's good lighting, but the lighting's everywhere. We have a light coming right in on her face. I assume that's the light that she's reading with. And then we have light coming in through this window or whatever behind her. Because this light's a little bit cooler than this light. I feel like. Not really, it's pretty well balanced. All right, I know what I'm gonna do. I gotta get rid of this shine though on the nose. This is bugging me, but nice and sharp. Okay. What size is this image? 8 by 5. So this is like a 40 megapixel image. No wonder there's so much detail. And of course, you know, the 85 is an awesome lens on the Sony. So let's it's not really a powder tool, it's more of a just a healing tool, but you can heal it in a way that it's, you know, it would blend really nicely like a powder tool. Sepia. Oh yeah, sepia would be nice. But I'm just gonna go crazy because the image is perfect the way it is. A simple fix in Photoshop for this nose and you're done. But I'm gonna do an alternative shot here. Let me see. I'm feeling this. I think. I like her lips. Let me go up a little bit more. I want to get just enough of that. Oh, this is a JPEG, so I'm not going to have a lot of wiggle room here. It really doesn't need much else. It's a little bit too much color. Oops. Maybe number 1. I'm thinking backwards here. Hold on. I don't want to go black and white, but I want to mute it some. And one more thing. Let me see. What color was this originally, I wonder? The I think a little bit of the orange luminance. Dang, I can't remember what color this was. Well, I guess I can cheat. Let me look. This was brown. Oh, that's a hard one. Let me do it this way. See if I can get any of the green back. If this doesn't work, I'm going to turn it back off. Yeah, that didn't work. All right, I think I'm done though. Some vignette. A little bit of vignette. Because this corner doesn't need to be light. All right, let's look at the before and after. Yeah, I like that. I mean, beautiful model. But the nose having that shine on it, just, I had to get rid of that. And then the greens and the reds and the oranges. This green really complements the red actually, but I felt like it was it's kind of taken away from your eye, taken away from the subject here. So I just wanted this to be the focus. But I think, yeah, I think that works. That works for me anyway. Otherwise, I would have just fixed the nose in Photoshop. But with Workspace, this is all I can do. I think this works really well. Okay. Oh, thank you guys. You guys all like all of that. Okay, that's good. I was a little worried you guys would hate that. Ooh, a Ferrari. Man, there's something about a Ferrari. You see a Ferrari, you always smile, you know? At least I do. I always smile when I see a Ferrari. Ah, we got this. This must be high ISO or something. Let me look at the EXIF because there's Olympus A3. Oh, it's probably one of those little compact camera things. Yeah, I'm very picky, Lauren. That's why I'm single. Right. I'm single because I'm picky. That's what I tell myself. Okay. Let's see what's going on back here. We got a clock. We got some looks like some memorabilia of someone there. And there's all kinds of like non-garage things in here. This is weird. Like a real garage would not have like a little Buddha thing. This is so weird. I mean, a garage, I expect like this grate, these batteries, the lift, some tools, fire thing. But the rest of this, I don't get it. So what is this up? I'm sorry, I gotta see what's going on. All right, let's deskew it first. We gotta fix this. David Wolnick sent this. Why is this not having any effect on the image? Or just barely any? I gotta get rid of this grate. I kind of want to keep everything in here because it's actually kind of interesting. I just wish I could skew it more. Let me see, what's my other option here? I got no keystoning tools. Not. Keystoning cannot be performed on this image. All right. So I got to deal with these wonky lines. It's a little bit off this way too. Because this line is not straight. See this F here, and then it's not on the F over here, so rotating would be kind of the wrong move, but because now the car is crooked. All right, that's all I can do with that. Okay. And might have to brighten this up a little bit because the image is a little bit soft. Like I said, I think this was a compact camera or something. And then let's crank up the blues. Make the reds brighter. That Ferrari red, man, I tell you. Where's my tone curve at? What do we got here? Darks. Got these reds in here. I want to fix right here. I'm going to put a pin here. This down. I got no denoising tools, nothing here. Holga filter, right? The only other art filter that might work is this instant film. Let me see. I mean, it's, yeah, the colors aren't right. I could fix the brightness, but I think, let me try this one real quick. I think the one I picked the first time was right. Yeah, Pop Art 2. So, we'll do that. Tiny bit of warmth. And the cropping, though, is something's... A vintage. That's not a bad idea. A nice warm vintage. Let's try a warm one, then we'll try a cool one. The instant film, it pops up on JPEGs usually, but on RAW files, it depends on the camera. Like the EM10 Mark II doesn't have instant film, but the EM1 Mark II has instant film and RAW. But if you're working with JPEGs, let's try Vintage 2. That's kind of a weird... Yeah, none of the vintages are working here. Maybe Vintage 3. Nope. I think my original choice here was good. Because there's a lot of reds back in here. All right, one last thing. Let's see. Yeah. Just so much noise in the image, though. Oh, you know, maybe this will help. That didn't help at all. All right, let's just go with my original vignette idea. Yeah, EPL8, definitely no instant film. A little more vignette. It's bent to match the fender, yeah. That may not have been on purpose, though, because those Ferraris are so low to the ground. He's probably gone over some speed bumps and it just got bent under anyway. All right, I think I'm done there. Let's do a quick before and after. Man, if I had more deskewing tools, I would straighten this out a little more, but as it is, I at first I didn't want to keep any of this stuff in the back because it was just really weird to have that in the garage. But then I decided, you know, this is part of the story of this car. Whoever's garage this is, if they had a picture, they probably want to see all that stuff in the back, right? But it's just, man, I would clean the heck up out of this noise in Lightroom, though, and then sharpen it some more. But other than that, cool shot. Always fun to get a shot of a Ferrari. Oh, thank you, Plato. Let's see, Serge, you're gonna send me a sunset scene in JPEG. Thanks a lot. You know, sunset scenes are the highest, have the widest dynamic range, right? If you're gonna send me a sunset, man, you gotta send me a raw. Okay, but I'm gonna make this work. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's beautiful because I just went to a sunflower field. It's really cool. One here. Look at this. This is the shot right here. So that's where I'm gonna crop. Right here. Even a little more. All right, now to save this, ooh, a little bit too much sky. Go this way. Right there. Okay, now we're good. And I bet, I mean, you can see everything is clipped here. There's no saving that. Because I could, look, I could go negative 100 exposure and it's like still clipped. So let's do this. I'm gonna have to really, let me try and do this, this. I mean, all the colors are just jacked up because it's underexposed. Do some sharpening. And, oh, cropped in so much, I can't sharpen that much. Okay. Okay. There's no save. There is. We're gonna save it. Don't worry. Let me just see a monochrome real quick. Okay. So we have what down here? Kind of greens and yellows, kind of mostly yellow down here too. I was thinking like a where is it? Let me try orange. I want to make this yellow. Red. I don't think red is gonna do it though. All right, we'll leave it there. Color. A little bit of tone curvy. All down here. So let's put a pin here, save the sky. Pin here. Oh, that's it. That's all I can do with a JPEG sunset. That was brutal. But I feel like this field is interesting, but you got this one thing popping up here, and this is where the action is. So I think a vertical closer up might have worked. Actually, let me just look at that. This actually works. All right. My phone was ringing, so my dog thinks that my mom is coming over. Because she always calls when she comes, and then Ellie knows when the phone rings, it's my mom, and anyway. Yeah, I like the vertical too. All right, let's move on. A lot of banding, so I'd have to do like negative clarity or something, but That's the best I can do, Serge, with a JPEG sunset. Um, all right, let's see. I mean, I think, Serge, you exposed it almost right, but a high dynamic range scene like that, you really have to bracket it and then blend in post-processing. Because those sunsets are always too much, there's just too much bright and too much dark. Okay, so what's going on here? Hold on, I gotta time these images. Oh my god, I'm not gonna make it. I might have to do these on Sunday. Or I'll do an extra stream tomorrow or something. Or I'll come back later tonight. I don't know. Let me think. This has got to be a black and white because there's only two colors here, green and white. If I could bring out some of these reds, maybe. I mean, even this bench is not terribly interesting. I think the most interesting thing here, God, this tree is like perfectly groomed. But yeah, this house and this one tree are the most interesting things here. So that's where I'm gonna go. Let me just manually crop. Something in this range. 16 by 10, that would be too wide. I mean, I was thinking square crop even. Because I don't need this part of the house. It's not that interesting. It's just some brick and windows. So I'll get half of this tree and let me see what's over here. Maybe I like this part of the house too. Maybe right there. Ah. Right about there. Nope. It's either half the tree or none of the tree. Okay, that works. Now, let me think about the colors. I mean, a black and white would probably be pretty awesome, but there are some interesting colors, but not enough. I think, I'm not sure that I can pull the tones out in the black and white either. Let me try real quick. What's a house if it's not just brick and windows? Well, you know, there's certain architecture and style to bricks and windows. But these are cinder blocks. They're not even like real bricks. Um, I think the color was more interesting actually. Yeah, right, Roman is boring, right? Let me try a gentle sepia. Oh, God, no. All right, we're gonna stay with the pop art. Let's work with the colors. There just wasn't enough tone separation in black and white. So I want to get the reds. to shine a little bit. Okay. And let me get the lines a little bit straighter. Okay. John Follows sent this. I think that's all I can do. I'm just not crazy about this crop either. I'm gonna do one other crop and see. I like this better than the square crop, actually. Maybe Bob was right to begin with a 16 by 10. Do I have that here? I have to make one. Yeah, 16 by 10. I think Bob called it. All right. Sorry to do a rush job, but there we go. 16 by 10 crop. That works. And I just brought out the reds and oranges. Because you can see it a little bit right here and along the edges. Okay. I mean, at least the colors pop now, right? I think that's all I can do. I'm sorry. It's a rush job though. Your bill is in the post, huh? That's funny. Just had to straighten it and give the colors a little pop. All right. Oh, Dave Nelson. Oh, you're still here. Okay, it's crooked. So let's straighten that. Okay. And a little bit of perspective or skewing here. So I need to come in. Just a bit. Add too much. Okay. All right. And still some skewing error here. Hold on. Need to go. And that's the right direction, but that looks weird. And crop. I like the trees over here on the left, actually. Maybe I didn't want to tilt it. I think, because I'm not gonna, let me look at this real quick, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to fix this skewing problem. So I'm just gonna forget about straightening it or working with symmetry that way, but work this way. I like these trees over here. Okay. Ah. All right. I like this crop. It's okay if the trees are not straight. It's the man-made structures have to be straight. But since it's not straight, I got to get rid of some of it. And a little bit warmer. And I'm going to push the reds and greens a little bit. Oh, I know what to do now. Okay. Go here. And that's fine. All right. Go down here. Yeah, I think I need a little more saturation if it'll let me. Let me try Vivid. If not, I'll have to do manually. It needs a little bit more reds here against the green, and I think I'm done. Oh, I don't have adjust colors, so I can't do that. All right, fine. Let me try it with a split tone then. Where are these at? Right here. Let me put a pin here. And the green, no, the blues in here. Pull this down. All right. I think I'm done. That's before and after. Yeah, because you know, because the symmetry's not there on the bridge, I just couldn't keep the whole thing in. Because you can see even here you're standing a little bit to the left of this. And then you're not pointing the camera straight. I mean, there's a lot of architectural issues that I had to deal with here, you know, because that's just what I do. And then this was very, very busy. So just putting a soft filter on it, soft focus, just made that a little easier to look at. All right, let's move on. I think that works. And a bridge version. My God, Lauren. Uh, he was dodging a large truck behind you. Wow, this is beautiful. Who sent this one? Levente. Man, nice one. Look at these people down here. They're nothing. They're just ants. What is this? Another rock. It's a big rock, but it looks tiny. This just needs some contrast and dehaze. That's it. Nothing else. Really. Maybe a little bit warmer. And, oh, that's too warm. Hold on. Let me look at the histogram. Whoops. just a little bit of contrast, just to bring the mountains. Like I really want to make this white down in here. Of course, now I'm clipping the mountains, but that's all right. Right about there. And it's a little bit teal, so what do I do about that? Add a little magenta. The Mooserboden Stuffs. It is the same place where the dam was from. Oh, okay. Really nice. All right, so just basically a little contrast and color shift, right? Just to get rid of some of the teal. It was a little bit too teal, so I just added a tiny bit of magenta and a tiny bit of warmth. Because you see the warmth kind of makes this a little bit nicer, and the rocks over here. And then this was too teal, so I, you know, just a little bit of magenta. Then this the tone curve here. Yeah, really nice though. I mean, the other option would be to I think the only other option would be go black and white and try and bring out the tones everywhere. Because I had to clip the highlights because I wanted to get the whiteness down in here. But I would crop it almost 16:9 or 16:7. I would lose all the people in these rocks, but these rocks are going to suck in a black and white. They're just going to cut your eyes out. So I'd have to do the black and white up here. I think up here, like this. And then that's monochrome. I need glasses. Red filter. And then let me reset this curve. It's totally wrong for this kind of image. Okay. And the haze. Bring the exposure down. I want to get the highlights in the mountains here. And then I can just push the shadows a tiny bit here. Pull this. Something like that. That would be the only other option, is to save some of the tones in here. It needs just a little more contrast though. Oh, that's why I turned it down here. Sorry. There. And then this will add some contrast. Okay. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I'm not gonna make it. I'm sorry, guys. I can stay a couple of more minutes. I can do maybe one more. Oh, heights. I'm not scared of heights, but I get really anxious. If I was on this bridge, I would be moving like a turtle on this bridge. Yeah, the color, I think the color image was better than the black and white on that last one. That was a beautiful image though. And this, what is this? This is curving back in. Something's not straight. Yeah, the color was definitely better. I really messed up the black and white. I don't know if tilting this would make it look right though. I'm gonna try. Yeah, that helps a little. Now, for crop. That might be too narrow. Yeah. Let me look at this full screen. That's a bit too narrow. Maybe not. Yeah, that's better. This was just too much of the image. A little bit less. And then that and brightness. Let me see some of the details here. Yeah, it looks like people are lining up to jump, right? Yeah, I think I kind of clipped the highlights a little bit. Let me just do this. But mainly this image just needed a crop. I felt like this one on the left, this just too much of this bridge or whatever. It was just dominating the image. But now at least I think with this image on the right, now the people are interesting and so is the landscape. And then it had to be straightened because it was crooked. But I like this now. I would redo this a little bit so I didn't clip the highlights, but I'm just out of time. I think the pop art filter did it. The pop art filter. So let me just do the colors manually myself. This way. No, it wasn't the pop art filter. It was something else I did. Where did I kill the highlights? In the exposure comp. If it All right, I do have to go. Oh, and tomorrow I got a photo job, so I can't stream tomorrow. I'll give some thought. Maybe I'll do a Saturday. Well, I'll put a link up later. But that's final edit. I saved the skies and brought the colors back. That's kind of what I was trying to do. Let it render, and it should look all right. A little bit more dehaze, and I'd be done. I think that looks. I think that looks good now. All right, thanks guys for everybody being patient with me and going through those. It's great images as always. It's a lot of fun. We'll see you guys next time, okay? I'm sorry I didn't get to everybody's today.